Hello, sweet friends, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having an amazing week. I know I have been MIA for about, I didn't post last week, and that was because I was in Mexico, and I am going to tell you guys a little bit about that a little bit later. But today I'm so excited because I'll be giving my antique Facebook Marketplace Hutch that I found for $150 last summer. I'm going to be giving it a little refresh. So my plan is to paint the inside top of the hutch white. It's a very dark stain. If you guys have been following me, you know it's a very dark stain. And I've been contemplating just like sanding it. I don't know, it's just so beautiful, and it's antique. It's like past vintage, it's antique. So I don't want to change it up too much. But yes, I think some white paint in the backsplash will give it a fresh look, and it's in such a dark corner. And again, the stain is so dark, it's just, I want the decor to pop in it. So that's the plan for today. And then we're also going to be decorating it with early summer garden cottage themed decor, which I know is going to be very popular this year, so definitely stay tuned for the decorating portion of today's video. But if you are new here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Olivia, and on my channel I like to create all sorts of feel-good content, just plain out good for the soul. So if that interests you, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join my YouTube family. And you guys, we just hit 4,000 not that long ago, but now I'm almost to 5,000 subscribers. You guys mean the absolute world to me, and I just want to thank you guys for leaving such sweet comments on my spring home tour and then my spring patio makeover. They just warm my heart, and I love you guys so much. I feel like I can't say that enough. But anyways, I'm very excited to get this little hutch a nice little makeover and make it ready for early summer. So without further ado, let's get started on today's video. Alrighty, sweet friends, if you are new here, this is what my hutch looks like. I found it off of Facebook Marketplace for $150 last summer. I think it's so beautiful, but the stain is a little too dark. So to make my decor pop, I'm painting the inside of it white. I'm giving it 2 coats of white paint, and as you can see right here, I'm going over that with 1 coat of chalk paint in the color White Oyster by Sherwin-Williams to give it a warmer color. And then as you can see here, I felt like it was missing something, and I had this beautiful transfer paper from Bells and Whistles. I found at antique store. You usually can find transfer paper like this at antique stores or antique malls. So I'm just gonna place them wherever, and I think it gives it a really nice touch. I'm loving how it has, you know, the white flower with the brown stems, and then you guys know I have been obsessed with pops of green. So just that trio of colors I've been obsessed with lately, maybe a little too obsessed, but I think it's going to be really popular this summer. So now we are decorating the top shelf, and I wanted to raise my garden sign, so I'm stacking some books on either side, adding some little knickknacks on one side of it to give it some just different textural elements and heights. And here is my beloved garden sign. I cannot remember where I found it, but I love it so much. It's probably one of my favorite signs in my whole house. I'm adding a little white bust for some more height and color. And then since the garden sign has galvanized letters, I wanted to add some more silver galvanized items. Now, if you guys don't have any pedestals or risers, I suggest using stacked books. Just go to the Goodwill, find some old books and use them as your risers, and I feel like it adds that really cute cottagey feel that's really popular this year. I'm adding some more greenery and knickknacks on this side, and I love the little bird bath. It adds a very sweet touch. Now on the first and bottom shelf, I'm adding this really old and rusty chicken feeder to again give it that garden feel. And I thought about sticking some flowers into this, but I did have these old pampas grass stems from Hobby Lobby, so I think it adds another very fun textural element. It almost looks like feathers. Now, you guys know I always have these string lights up on this hutch year round, but I especially love it in the summer because it reminds me of a terrace in the garden, going out there on a warm summer night. So it just gives me all the nostalgic feels. I love to decorate with what makes my heart happy and what makes me feel excited, and also I just love anything that gives me that nostalgia. So anyways, we are doing the overview right now, and I will let you guys enjoy.
Time is gone and I grew up. I somehow made it through without losing sight. And I still wonder where you are, and if you found a way out from the dark. The stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my mind. On this road that I am on, I gotta stay here for some time. Bruises they come.
Alrighty friends, I hope you enjoyed today's video, but before I say goodbye for today, I want to share a little bit about my experience real quick about Isla Mujeres. First off, that was my first time in Mexico. I feel like I had believed a lot of the stereotypical things that some people believe about Mexico, just how it's not safe and just, I don't know, how it's very touristy and you don't really get the full authentic feel. But Isla Mujeres, I cannot wait till I go back. So it is an island right off of Cancun, Mexico, and our friend has a condo there and lives there most of the year, so she is basically like almost like a local there, knows all the good spots, knows all the local people, volunteers there, so she's very entwined in their community. It's about 5 miles long, and I know that doesn't, I thought like, oh, it's 5 miles long, like, oh yeah, I can just walk to, you know, to wherever and it'll be super quick, but you really do need to either go with a bike or with a golf cart, which she did have there, which that was very nice getting around, because I don't think I could walk to things all the time. But yes, we stayed with her for 10 days and she came down, she's an Indiana Hoosier like us, so we got on the same flight out of Indy, and it was a 3-hour and 40-minute flight, super quick. And yeah, so she helped us navigate from the airport to the ferry, and then the ferry to the island, and she took us to all the good spots, the beach clubs, restaurants, just businesses. And so I guess I'm going to talk a little bit about the food, the people, just the water, just the land, and then I did go scuba diving for the first time, or for sort of the second time. But yes, probably the cherry on top of the whole experience, what I was a little bit nervous about, like I thought like, oh, it's not going to be safe, like I'm not going to be able to walk around at night by myself, because I really love just like adventuring on my own. But whenever I went, the people are some of the most friendly and the most helpful people you will ever meet. We would walk around late at night, and they would all, because it cools down a lot as soon as the sun goes down and gets really hot as soon as the sun rises. So a lot of the locals, they stay up later and sleep in just because it's cool outside. So it's easier to get things done for them. But they would all be out with their families on their front porch on the sidewalks, and they would say buenos noches. They would all smile at us, and you know, of course, we would return the same to them. That was probably one of the sweetest things that I loved about the island. Felt totally safe. Probably my favorite part was the food and just how fresh everything was. I feel like the cooks down there, and it's like these are family owned restaurants, you know, where the dad cooks or the mom cooks. The most delicious meals I have ever had. I'm like, I don't think I can find meals as good as that back here, back home. So I can't wait to go back just for the food. The really neat thing is pretty much all the meals, like we ate out every day for every meal, and I've never felt healthier. If you do that here, if you do that back home, you're gonna usually feel like crap by the end of the day, but there you feel so healthy, healthier than you've ever felt. You know, you get a lot of your steps in, and just the fruits and vegetables are so fresh there. But the really cool thing is if you order anything with bread, 9 times out of 10, they had made that bread by hand that day. So that was, and the bread, you think like, ooh, maybe that wouldn't be very good bread. No, this bread was absolutely delicious. All the sauces are handmade, fresh. All the meat was also very fresh as well. So I absolutely loved that part. I could not get enough of this one restaurant. And then the juiceries were absolutely amazing. I loved waking up every morning, and we would go on a 1.5 mile walk, and halfway through we would stop at this one juicery, but they're all scattered throughout the island, so they're not hard to find. But I would always get mango juice just because they're, oh my goodness, they have like watermelon. I really like the sangria, which is the watermelon. Of course, they had lots of orange. They had like naturally made lemonade with just their lemons. Just any fruit you could think of. And then also they had green juices too, and those were really good. But just the fruit juices were absolutely amazing, and they were hand squeezed that morning, super fresh. So that was my favorite part, and I would love going there in the afternoon when it gets really, really hot, just to get a nice cooling refreshment. So I absolutely loved that. And then the water, I'll try to leave some links down below of other YouTubers that had gone there, and just so you can learn a little bit more about the history of the island and why it's called the Island of Women, and just to learn more about it, because I could not describe all of it in this one video. So just look up pictures. If you look up pictures of the water, the pictures do not do it justice. The water is so beautifully clear and blue. I don't know how it's humanly possible, but God made it happen. The water is beautiful there. So it lives up to that expectation. And then I did go scuba diving, and our friend, she was familiar with Seahawks, and she's the one that they trust, Seahawks. So if you happen to go Seahawk and Mexico Divers, they're owned by the same family. And even as a uncertified person, I was still able to go 25 to 30 feet deep with them. I got to see the man-made coral reef, where they had made figures of women, or just figure people out of concrete, and they had made a couple of cars out of concrete and put them down there. And over the past couple of years, coral has been growing on them, so the fan coral was absolutely beautiful. It looked like angel wings on the backs of the little figure people. Well, they're actually big, big figure people. And then just saw angelfish, brightly colored fish, saw an octopus under one of the cars, and then the second location that they took us to, and they're 45-minute dives each. And then the second location was an actual coral reef, and I thought, because I'd never been or never seen a coral reef, and I thought, oh, it's just going to be some coral growing at the bottom of, you know, of the sandy ocean floor. But no. This thing was a structure. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's a living, breathing thing. This thing is like 10 feet tall, and you can't even see around it. It's absolutely huge. There you can see all the little homes. So yes, I definitely cannot wait to get my certification. I don't know when I'm gonna get that, but I can't wait to go back there and give it a try again. But yes, anyways, definitely look it up if you like Cancun, or you think like, oh, Cancun is the most beautiful beaches. No, Isla Mujeres is, they have the best of both worlds. One end of the island is where all the stunning beaches are, and then with white sand, clear blue water, and then the other side is where the big waves come in from the Caribbean side, and it's a cliffy side, so it's neat to see the different variation, and just to explore all that it has to offer. So yes, I had a wonderful time. My friend did get GoPro film from the diving experience, so hopefully I can get my hands on it, and I would love to share that with you guys. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to include some pictures at the end. But overall, yes, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. But yes, I'm very glad to be back, and I'm very excited to start sharing early summer decorating ideas with you guys. But anyways, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like if you found it helpful, and don't forget to go follow me on Instagram at _Olivia_Effie. But anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week, and thank you all so much for watching. I cannot wait to see you on my next video. Bye guys!